Howdy folks, Jambareeqi here. So, I've recently reached past 400 subscribers, and I'd like to thank those that have subscribed and interacted with my videos. I'm really appreciative. You guys motivate me and inspire me to keep on making videos. However, I've had a hard time trying to decide how to celebrate this. I went through many different kinds of ideas, and then today I thought, you know what, let's do something simple but special. I'm going to show you how I make an episode of Jambareeqi Reviews. Now, I will let you know first that it's not a fancy process. It's not like state of the art. It's not super professional. It's just how I do it, okay? And it's not how you should do it. It's just how this show is made specifically, okay? So, let's begin. Now, I don't exactly decide what I'm going to review on the spot. I've actually scheduled up to episode 200 on Jambareeqi Reviews, so I know exactly what I'm going to review for the next 200 episodes. That's right! You're probably wondering how I've ended up deciding so many so soon. Well, the thing is, I end up spending a lot of time on IMDb. And when I find an interesting animated title, IMDb, then I check Amazon or any other site to see if there's a DVD copy of the movie. If there is, then I throw it on the schedule. I've done this so many times that I've ended up reaching episode 200. Now, I'm not going to show you this schedule because I like to create a sense of excitement and surprise when it comes to revealing what I'm going to review. That's why I always save my big reveal for what's next at the end of every episode, so people can get a bit excited. Always going to do that one next week. I like that. I like creating that, because that's what I like out of a lot of review series that do that same kind of thing. You're also probably wondering, how do I end up picking these animated titles? Well, it's not a special kind of process, really. I just go for animated films that I've not seen reviews of before, so that I can have my own unique original opinion on these movies. If I end up seeing a review of the film I'm going to review, then I'm going to have someone else's opinions influencing my own, and it's going to make my reaction less unique and less original. So yeah, there's no kind of magic behind it, I just go for any, really. I try to broaden out by going for films of different genres, films that go for different target audiences, mainly to show how versatile animated films can be. When I'm watching a movie that I need to review, I just want to feel comfortable, so I'll try to lie down in a comfy position. Sometimes I'll have a snack and a drink while watching the movie to help me feel comfortable. Sometimes I'll write notes, sometimes I won't write notes, it just depends on how I feel at the time. Sometimes I'll end up watching the movie with a friend, then we'll discuss the movie afterwards. If one of the points he or she makes ends up in the review, then I give them an additional material credit. The main thing while I'm watching the movie is that I take everything in, so that I can evaluate and analyze the sounds, the sights, the story, the characters, anything at all. I usually jump into the writing stage straight after I've watched the movie because I have all these opinions to get out. I type each segment, then list my points below. My concern when writing is that I'm being clear about what I'm trying to get across, while also defending my opinions. It's one thing to say that I like or dislike something about a movie, I still need to explain the reasons for my thoughts, and sometimes gather evidence or examples. I mean, some people may disagree with what I have to say, so I need to have a strong defense. At the same time, I try to be objective by confirming what other people might like or dislike about the movie, to help my viewers decide if they want to see the movie or not. So the next stage is recording the commentary that I've written. I don't tend to enjoy this stage because it takes so damn long. I mean, it's one thing to read what I'm saying, it's another thing to try and emote what I'm trying to say, make what I'm trying to say sound believable, without screwing up what I'm saying. Because I'll be like, And so this film lacks some certain... yeah, that happens a bazillion times. And it happens to pretty much anyone. It doesn't matter how professional you are. So, if that happens to you when you're making a review, don't worry, it happens to everyone. It is a nightmare. It goes on for ages and you just sat there for ages and ages. I use Audacity to record, okay? And the thing is with my microphone is that it will have a bit of a buzzing noise in the background, but I use a denoiser to take that off, and it's really annoying. Especially when I try using the denoiser loads and loads of times and it won't go away. But yeah, that's what recording the commentary is like. A complete nightmare, but it can be fun once I get into it, once I'm sat there going, so this film, it's like this, but it could be like this, and its major plot point is this. And I don't know. I filmed the live action segments off my review with a Samsung HMX F80. The sound isn't that great and it's not that fancy, but it gets the job done. So when I'm filming on this sofa, I try to put myself in the centre, really trying to adjust myself just to get some good framing. I then have to perform each of my lines, which is a nightmare. I mean, it's already really hard when doing commentary, but imagine doing the same thing when you can't see the script. So I do have to rehearse it a few times and then perform it while sounding like I'm not too over-rehearsed, which is really difficult. It's even harder now that it's really hot in Britain, in where I live. It's really, really, really hot. I'm boiling, and I'm trying to get the lines right, and I'm like, whoa. I get to points where I need to take a breather, and I'll actually stop the camera and go somewhere and relax. There's not much else I can really say about when I'm filming my commentary on the sofa. I just sit here and say what I need to say. As many will already know, I do sometimes have skits in my show. I will often have them at the start, and sometimes I have them in the review to support a point I want to make. These skits are all for fun, to give the show a cartoony sense of humour. The actors who play bit parts in my skits are made up of my flatmates and friends. I will basically cast anyone who is willing and available at the time of filming. I use Adobe Premiere Pro to edit my reviews. When I'm editing, I try my best to make sure that the clips I choose from the film are relevant to what I'm talking about. For example, if I'm discussing the film's slapstick scenes, then I need to find just shots of physical comedy. The editing stage takes the longest because I'm basically attaching 8-second clips to 10 to 20 minute long audio commentary. I actually enjoyed this stage. No, I'm not even kidding. It's almost therapeutic, and I love the challenge of finding the right clips. So, that's how Jambareeqi Reviews episodes are made. I hope you enjoyed watching the behind-the-scenes process. If you have any questions, then comment below. Cheerio, folks.